Hello, hello, and welcome to Moms Living the Dream Life, how to raise a happy family while building the business of your dreams. My name is Sophia Macris, and I am putting this interview series together to empower mothers to say yes to their dreams, because it is possible. And I have proof for that, and that's why I've interviewed 21 mompreneurs that have done it already, and they will be sharing with you all their tips and tricks and strategies that have helped them accomplish their dream life. So today I have with me Terry Sidford. Terry Sidford's a professional title should be Beacon. As a dual certified life coach by Coaches Training Institute and the International Coaching Federation, Terry's life's purpose is to clear away the darkness that prevents individuals from seeing their own unique paths to achieving their dreams. For the past 18 years, she has helped people reach their highest potential so that they may live their lives to the fullest. Terry has spent over half her life acquiring the knowledge and experience that qualify her to guide others. The acquisition of those experiences is the basis for her book, 100 Hearts, Inspiring Stories from the Women Who Live Them, a collection of stories of female courage in the face of adversity. A sought-after TEDx speaker, Terry is also a certified passion test facilitator, accredited Pilates instructor, and author of a popular newsletter that showcases her personal experiences and insights. The mother of 2 grown sons, Terry lives with her husband in Park City, Utah. You can reach her through her website at www.createyourlifecoaching.net. Terry, thank you so much for being here today with us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I am excited also. Terry, I would love for you to share how it all began. Your life journey.
I'd love to. It was an interesting journey. I was in a corporate job. I had 2 young, small sons, and I just felt empty inside. I'm just doing the corporate job 60 hours a week, trying to raise my children, trying to be a good mother. You know what I mean, right?
Yes, I have 3.
3, yes, and I thought 2 was a lot.
Three.
I just decided to start kind of searching for something that would be more meaningful. And someone suggested coaching, and I loved connecting with people, and I wanted to help people be their best, and it just seemed like a perfect fit. That was 20 years ago.
Wow.
20 years ago.
Wow.
And I didn't leave yes, go ahead.
And how were you how are you able to take that decision of being a mom, being a wife, and still follow your dream job, like the dream business? How are you able to manage that?
I felt that I was losing myself, and I wasn't being my best in front of my children or my husband. And I knew that something was kind of sinking or going away inside of me, something that needed to be reignited. And I felt I would be a better mother and wife, and better to myself, if I could find what I was passionate about. And I knew I found it, but I couldn't really leave my day job right away. So I just started doing it on the side until I could do it full time. And it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. And it's a balance. And that's probably my message I really want to get out to everyone today. Never give up. Find a way. But you do need to always be creating balance in your life. Otherwise, something will give. So I can kind of help you figure out that as well.
Exactly. Like what do you recommend on how can they create that balance between motherhood and a wife, keeping that balance and communication between, because the children totally need their mother, right? And their husband also, the husband needs the wife. Yes, and we also need to have our me time, have our personal time to fill our cup first before we help others. So what are your tips on that?
I think it's not a destination, it's a journey. So balancing your life is always moving. It's something that you check into every single day. And how you start is you look at every piece of your life. And in order, you decide what's important in order. Is it yourself, your family, finances? or help. And so you want to mark them down and write them down and take the time to look at that. Like, how many pieces of your life need to be there to be whole and balanced? And then you put them in order of importance. And then you start your day out that way, and always check in. If you're trying to make a decision between your family and something else, if you know that the family is more important in that moment, in that day, then you choose the family. And you're always creating how much time you're spending in each one of those areas. So it takes checking in and really looking at your life and what your life, everybody's life's different, what it takes for your life to be balanced. And that's where the fulfillment will come in. And it will change day to day, but it's always a work in progress.
Exactly. Like every day, every morning is a different day, and you could work it all over again. If something went wrong, just take it day by day and have a plan. But then every day is a new day to figure out what went wrong and what you can work on. And usually when kids, now your kids are grown, so they're already like raised, quote. But I'm sure like when you started off, there were little toddlers, right, running around. Did you have support during your decision of following your dream and creating it?
I did. My husband supported it. But again, there's support, but we're first still, right? You want to make that, we're still first. But yes, you go ahead and do that. And they don't really know how to help you stay balanced. And they want you to follow your dreams, hopefully. Mm-hmm. They don't know exactly how to do that. But I do think women are multifaceted, and they have this kind of sensory instinct about things that are going on, and they can juggle things like I've never seen in my life. And because primarily I work with women, so I've seen this happen over the years. So having support is important, but knowing how to handle it yourself is really important. Exactly.
And what helps me on that with the support of my husband, because he didn't know what I was doing or what I was, how I was going to balance everything. I just had to communicate with him all my feelings and all my dreams, and remind him every day that I am doing it for all of us, because if mom is happy, everyone else is happy. So communicating with my husband and my children, now that they're older, well, they're 10, 7, and 2.5, but with the boys, I do express and tell them that mom's doing this, helping people. She's working on her business. So I create this a family group gathering, just to let them know what's going on. And it's not, because I don't know if it came up to you, if it was an obstacle for you, like that mama guilt that I'm working on my business, but my children, I'm taking like the time that I could spend with my children for my business, and just that guilt between, okay, I'm not spending time with my family, but I'm spending time on my business. And then when you're working on your business, when you're not working on your business, you feel guilty because you're not working on the business and you're spending time with your family. I don't know if you went through that.
Absolutely. 100%. I think as a mother and as a woman, we all have a tendency to do that because we feel like we need to do everything perfectly. And if we can I think another piece of advice is to help those young mothers particularly, because I went through that, and it was agonizing to feel like I could never please everyone, because we're pleasers. We want to make everybody happy, and we want to do it all, is to know that even if you're doing 80%, it's okay. It's good. And letting, just like you said, communication's key. Always letting your family know how important they are, and that they are number one, and teaching them that you do have other things in your life is a healthy thing. And today, my adult sons, they're really proud of what I do. And I've taught them that you need to follow your passion, and you need to find your purpose in life and make a difference. And I think even as young children, if you're teaching them that's what mommy's doing, and we're all going to benefit from it, and I want to teach you what I'm doing, things like that. Just involve them, make them feel important. I think that's the best way. But the guilt thing it's a good challenge for all of us as women.
Exactly. And what I changed the meaning to it and said that if I want my children to fly and go for their dreams, mama has to fly first. So
Oh, beautiful.
so I think that I have to show them how to do it. So by example, living by example.
True.
That's amazing. And with your husband, did you plan out, do you plan out like date nights or like some, specific, like plan it all out? Or was it just like free, like whatever comes and goes or whenever you have time?
I definitely had to plan date nights,
Mhm.
and I have noticed in my own life when the children were small and with women that I work with that have children, they're trying to balance all of that. It can put a real challenge into the marriage if you're always putting your children number one and you forget that you have to keep that romance, you have to keep the fun and spontaneity going, keep laughing, and you can sometimes get a little serious because you're trying so hard to do everything right with your children. And so yes, we had to plan fun nights, something different, just to kind of connect again. And
Mhm.
then after your children leave the house, it's kind of like if you didn't nurture that along the way, it's you don't really know each other, and that can also cause problems. So
Exactly.
yes, you have to niche out sometime, and it's good for everyone.
Exactly. And so I believe that you really, really talk about courage, and as
Hmm.
you on your TEDx talk also, which is amazing. And I will put the link to the YouTube video you have posted. You talk about courage. So to do all this, and for moms to go for their dreams, they do need courage, right? So,
Absolutely,
um,
absolutely. So courage is the French word for heart.
mhm.
It's a French word for heart.
Oh,
Is courage, courage, and
I didn't know that.
so courage comes from your heart. So it's not something. There's people that can help you have courage, that it's outside of yourself, but courage is the strength inside of yourself. And it takes courage to be the best version of yourself. It takes courage to do everything that a woman wants to do, be a good mother, take care of herself, have your own business, take care of her family, her husband. It takes courage, and that's just your strength, and we are much stronger than we think we are. That's what I've learned through coaching many women, and also my writing my book with a survey about courage, that women don't see themselves that way at all. So if you see yourself with the strength you really have,
Mhm.
then you know you can handle more than you think. And I'm just here to tell you that that's really true. So just don't give up when you feel like, oh, there's just too much going on. I need to give up, or I give up on, having it all.
Mhm.
Find your strength, and it's right here, and that's courage, and you can do it. And you need to have other people around you. So surround yourself with friends and support systems that will encourage you. That's another thing that I think has helped women be more strong and courageous.
Exactly. So you believe we build our courage, like, or we can build it by day techniques and strategies. What do you
Yes,
recommend? How do you
yes. So
recommend?
overcoming fear
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that you fear 98% of what we fear never happens.
It's all in
so,
the mind.
so it's up here, and know that you have to be stronger and more courageous than the fear that wants to take over. And sometimes it's a fear of unknown, and maybe even looking at, oh, if I'm feeling fear, I'm pushing past my comfort zone. That's a good thing, because that's where you grow and
Exactly.
stretch. So it's kind of a mindset change or shift.
Exactly. Exactly. It is. And so the book you wrote about women in courage, what made you like decide to write that book? Was it because you went through something, or was it because you wanted to see how why women aren't moving forward, or why?
And well, my practice, I realized I was noticing how some women would buckle through adversity, and
Okay.
other women found their strength and they triumphed over adversity and they became stronger. And I wanted to understand what made the difference because some women never recover. And so through the process of writing the survey, gathering it from 100 women on the subject of courage, I realized that a lot of women never see themselves as courageous. They didn't even understand the word.
Yes.
And then I realized I was just like them. I started to look at my own life story and how I was courageous and never saw it. So that's really how it all started, is I just wanted to understand what made the difference. And it's belief. That's really the common denominator. There's some women, they believe somewhere inside of them that there is some strength or they can get through it. Sometimes they don't even, it's not even their conscious mind, but there's some kind of a belief. And others don't believe and they give up. And sometimes it's other people in their lives that believe for them that is enough for them to be courageous as well. So that's really what I found. And that if they can even see that their life has been courageous, that they have been courageous, they know that they can handle anything moving forward in their life. So
that is an amazing message, because and when you put it out there, because there are a lot of moms that are in the house alone just with their children, and they need the community. They need to be inspired by people so they can find their courage again, because they do have them. It is in their heart. It's just they need people to help them believe in themselves again. So
yes,
it is.
and that's the one thing I found, which was a surprise for me, that a lot of women that filled out the survey, they said, for the very first time, I don't feel alone.
Exactly. That's it.
And that gave them a lot of strength.
Exactly. That is like one of the main reasons I am doing this interview series, because mom, I want to, encourage moms to know that they are not alone. They can do what they want to do. They don't have to be just a mom now. Because before I became a mom, I was like going for my dreams, following my heart, like, all right, this is what I want, I'm going for it. Once I became a mom, it's just that mindset, it just shifted by itself. And I was like, all of a sudden I was playing small. I had no self-confidence, no courage. I was like, no, I'm just staying home, being a stay-home mom. But that wasn't my dream. That wasn't my life purpose. And it would only lead me to depression, which I went through. And it was all because I wasn't following my dream, and because I didn't have the community and the people to inspire me and to let me know, tell me, Sophia, go for your dreams. You can do it. So I am so happy that the internet, I was
Yes.
the network marketing company just came by on the internet, and that's how I found my mentor, my coach, and that's how everything started opening in the coaching business, and how there are a lot of amazing mothers out there and people helping each other. I didn't, that was the world that I was looking for, and I couldn't see it because I was in the home with children just talking baby talk, and I was, oh my God, this is my world, and I want moms to know that that
Yes.
there are people out there that want to help. It's not a bad world. It's a beautiful world. And what you see, what you believe is, that's what you find, and that's what you see.
Yes. So thank you so much for creating this for so many women and mothers. You are creating such a wonderful gift. And people do need to know that we all, as women, we do want to help each other.
Exactly.
And we want to be there for each other.
Exactly. So is there any what is your advice you would like to give? Well, we covered a lot anyway, but a specific advice you would want to give to the mom that wants to take that next step forward towards her dream? What should she know, and what would you like to say to her so she could be able to take that next step towards her dream life?
Yes. Well, first of all, to never give up on her dreams or her purpose, and to always, find your passion, and you will find a way. And that's the most important thing that you can do, because the more fulfilled, and your passions are where your fulfillment is, the more that you have to give to your family and to your husband, or your community. And if there are people out there that will help you, if you feel stuck, there are many, many people like you that can help them get over that hurdle. The most important thing is to start and never give up. Even if you're taking a little teeny step every single day. I would have never been able to write my book if I didn't do it that way. I had a lot of people help me. I never gave up. I wouldn't have been able to do my TED Talk, if, and I had these cheerleaders. So that was my recommendation. Find what you're passionate about. Have a purposeful, motivated living on life. Have a purpose, and find the people that are going to help support you in that. And don't ever give up.
Lovely. Yes. Never give up. Exactly. Like life will knock you off the road, but you just have to get back on. Just, follow your heart, right? And never give up. Exactly. Beautiful.
Yes.
Would you like to say a few words about your gift, the gift you're offering to the ladies, to mompreneurs?
Yes. I am giving you one of the chapters in my book, 100 Hearts, and that's spelled out 100 Hearts.
Beautiful.
And I hope that you're inspired by that one chapter, that's just real women like you and I and all of us, that we're really not as far apart as you think, and we can relate to all of these women. And so I hope it inspires you in some way to know that you do have courage within you and you're stronger than you think you are. And there's many other stories out there that make you feel like, oh, I'm not alone. So I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you for sharing with us your life story and what you're doing and your inspiration. Thank you, everyone, for watching this interview, and stay tuned for the next interview tomorrow with another amazing mompreneur. Thank you so much.
Thank you.